Gilberto Zerdo Ramirez versus Chris Billam Smith is official. And yes, personally, I don't think this fight is going to get the attention that it deserves, even though it is a big Riyadh season event. I don't think this event's going to get as much attention as what all the others have been. And that is because Golden Boy and Boxer are the two main promotions involved in this one. And I think this main event's an absolute cracker, which I don't think is going to get the attention it deserves whatsoever. I think it's an absolutely class main event, to be fair. A good, solid, hard to predict fight, in my opinion. Zerdo and Chris Billam Smith. I do think it's a difficult fight to predict. And I don't think, I just don't see it selling much pay-per-views, in my opinion. I don't see it selling many pay-per-views, and that's the sad thing about it. I also don't think the undercards are overly strong as well, but that's for another video. But this main event, overall, to the hardcore fan, sells itself, sorry. But, you look at the casual fans, they're not going to know who Zerdo or Chris Billam Smith are. They're not. And that's why this ain't going to do amazing pay-per-view sales. And, I mean, so you never know. Some guys who I wouldn't call hardcores, but, are really into the sport of boxing, who, there's probably some of them who won't be overly interested in this fight either, though. It's just a pure hardcore matchup. And, it's one that a lot of us really want to see. I think it's a great fight. Then the winner fights winner of Opeteo and Jack Massey. So, overall, I think stylistically as well, it's a very good fight. But once again, I don't think the promotion for this event is going to be as good as what it's going to be for, what it has been so far from what we've seen for, like, Day of Reckoning, AJ Ngannou, Knockout Chaos, or for what we're seeing with Bivol and Bertabiev. The promotion, in my opinion, for this one isn't going to be all too good. In my opinion, just doesn't have it. I just don't think it brings the fight feel like to what the previous events have done. And that's why I don't think it's gonna sell amazing pay-per-views. I think it's a class fight, in my opinion, one of the best fights in boxing that could have been made, 100%, especially in the higher weight divisions. But I mean, it's to unify the belts at cruiserweight. But I just don't think the name value's there from Zerdo or Chris Billam Smith to be able to, really attract many people to buying this event. And especially with the undercard looking pretty weak as well. I mean, the only other massive name I think's on the undercard is William Zepeda. Other than that, the undercard isn't exactly great. So I think it's a shame from the undercard. I think they could have made it a lot better, 100% in my opinion. But overall, this is a great main event. But is it, a big Saudi-worthy main event is the big question, because it's a great main event to have in, like, the UK, or to go over and do it in Mexico or something. Like, that makes all the sense in the world. But for a Riyadh season card main event, I just worry that it's not going to stand out to the masses. That's what I think. And I think it's very true as well. It's not going to stand out to the masses, this main event. And it's not going to get the attention it deserves, because it does deserve a lot of attention, because both guys are always in good, exciting fights and have earned their way to be where they are now. I think Chris Billam Smith, obviously, a good, exciting, scrappy style. I think Billam Smith's got, to be fair, he is pretty scrappy. He's got good power in his hands as well, though. And Billam Smith's very good at being able to use his strength. He's good at being able to, measure behind his lead hand as well. But, Billam Smith's usually known for his physicality. He's a big guy. And that's what he's very strong, and that's what he's known for. He's good with his body work. He's able to really just outwork you and just break you down. That's what Chris Billam Smith's very good at. And you look at Zerdo, and he's similar in his own right, to be fair. Zerdo likes to, come forward And I think Zerdo's probably definitely got the better overall boxing IQ than what Bivol's got. But I mean, Zerdo's not exactly an amazing, perfect boxer. Zerdo likes to come forward, break you down, likes to, brawl with you on the inside quite a bit, and he's always going to get the upper hand of you if he can get the fight on that inside. Zerdo's very accurate with his punches as well. He's got a great chin on him. He'll happily come in and take some and give you even harder shots back and even better combinations. Zerdo mixes his shots up very, very well on the inside and at mid-range. I think it's a very good fight, and it's just guaranteed to be a war, this one, in my opinion. It is guaranteed to be an absolute war with their both good, solid, come-forward styles, like to, wear you out to the body, use their physicality, because Zerdo is pretty big as well. So I think Zerdo could possibly believe he's the stronger guy than Billam Smith and try and wear him out. So it's going to be a rough one, and it's going to be a war as well up close. And that's why it's going to be very exciting. And I just don't think enough people know how much of a great fight this is going to be. Both guys are world champions. And it's a huge fight, in my opinion, which isn't going to get the credit it deserves. Both guys are overall good, they're good names overall, but just not to the masses. And that's the sad thing. But overall, though, surely this fight, has got, it's got to have some promotion behind it. And, people really need to be spreading the word a lot about this one, because overall, on paper, this could probably be one of the best Riyadh season main events on paper, not name value wise, even though, to the hardcores, both guys are big names. But as I've been saying, to the masses, they're not. But yeah, fight-wise, it's one of the most competitive ones, and it's guaranteed to be a war. It really is guaranteed to be a war with their styles. I really hope that there's some good promo videos to this one as well, because it 100% deserves good promo videos. Because, both guys are good physical guys who will look to completely just come in there, take your head off and break you down, and good accurate punches as well. So it's a very good, intriguing fight, and a good unpredictable one as well. If I was to give my early prediction for it, I want Billam Smith to win, of course, but I don't know. Would you lean towards Zerdo? Like 60-40 Zerdo I am at the moment, but I'm not overly sure. I think Billam Smith's got a very good chance of winning this fight. A very good chance of winning it. It's a real difficult one to predict, in my opinion. It is. I think Billam Smith's definitely got more power there than what Ramirez has got. Definitely. Smith's got that power where where he's able to gain your respect from the off. But Ramirez, I don't think is a massive overall big power puncher, but he's got enough power to get your respect. And to be fair though, the main thing about Ramirez is how accurate he is with his punches. That's the main thing. He doesn't miss too much when he throws. And he's got a good punch volume as well. And, he's a tough southpaw. So Zerdo Ramirez is always giving you things to think about when he's coming forward. Billam Smith doesn't have the greatest movements overall, but he's always just able to lean on you, work you down to the body. And, Billam Smith's also able to land some good sneaky shots in there. So it's an exciting one, in my opinion. It really is. But not enough people know about that, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching this video, King. I'll speak to you on the next one.